welcome back to another video on this channel. Today I am going to go show you guys my new skincare routine that I've been doing. I know I have a lot of makeup on right now, so you can't really tell that whether or not it's been doing anything for me. But you're going to see me in the bathroom completely barefaced in a few minutes, and then hopefully you can tell. If you are somebody who's watched my channel before, you've probably seen me without makeup when I'm doing my little get ready with me videos, and you've probably noticed that I have a lot of acne, or I've had a lot of acne scars predominantly in this region, and you can still kind of see it through the makeup. But I'm here to tell you that, especially ever since we've been in quarantine, what's up, that I've been really trying to practice self-care and trying to make sure that I'm in a good mental state in spite of all the chaos that's ensuing around us. And one of the ways I've been doing that is trying to stick to my skincare routine. And it's just something fairly new to me. I've only been on it for a couple of weeks. I actually got the products right before all this craziness went down. And I got them from Sephora, and I just want to show you what they are, just because if some of you might also be struggling with the same skin problems that I have. And so I want to show you what's been working for me personally. And that way, if you guys decide to try it out for yourselves and you get some success, at least it's like one sister helping another sister out. You know what I'm saying? So without any further ado, let's just keep going into the rest of this video. Alright, so now we have transitioned into my bathroom in all of its glory. It's nighttime for me right now, so I'll be doing my nighttime routine. As you can see, I have absolutely no makeup on, and my hair is a little pressed to death right now. I have that greasy politician look going on for me. But that's okay, no judgment here, right? So I'm going to show you my skin routine that's been working out really well for me. I've been pretty religious about it, but I've missed a day or two here and there. And I started this about maybe a week or 2 or 3 ago. But only a couple weeks, and I've already seen really significant improvements in my skin. So I'm going to share all those secrets with you today and kind of just show you the basic steps of what I do. And again, this is something that's super, super easy. It's not overtly complicated, and I think that if you have skin like mine, this could really, really help you too. So let me just take these off. So the first step is to just obviously take off your makeup, but just to kind of wet the skin a little bit first. So the first product that the Sephora lady recommended to me is the Rid Resurgence Renewing Cleansing Cream. It looks like this. You can see it. So this is a brand that's more medical and dermatology based rather than just commercial. But the back of it describes it as a creamy cleanser that transforms into a luxurious lather to remove impurities and gently exfoliate without drying skin. Papaya enzymes help remove dry skin cells, while apricot and starflower oils restore and protect skin's natural moisture barrier for more supple, smooth, youthful looking skin. This bottle says to use it morning and night, but I do not do that. The Sephora lady recommended that I only use it once a day because my skin is very sensitive. And so over exfoliating might cause it to shed and not shed. I only say that because I've had dermatologists in the past who recommended me some products that were meant to over exfoliate my skin to get rid of my acne scars, but what ended up happening is that the medicine got so overt that other parts of my face were peeling. So that's why my skin's gotten really, really sensitive, and because of this I only exfoliate at night. There are other steps though in my routine I do in the morning too. This is the only one that's just nighttime. So I just kind of rub that on everywhere. Okay, after letting it sit, you're just gonna kind of rinse it off, and just make sure you get everything else. What I like to do is I just take warm water and kind of just rub it in circles on my skin until it all goes away, and then I do a rinse, and then I dry in between before I go on to the next step. So now that that's all off, we're gonna go to the next step of the routine. So first we cleansed and exfoliated. The next part, we're gonna actually mix our serums together and put that on my face. And I use 2 serums that are in a specific brand, but I'm sure you can find these these different acids and other brands too, but this is just the one that was recommended to me. But I've been using this and I'm really enjoying it. So she recommended that I used this brand called Inkay, I guess. I'm probably gonna go in between the two, just because like Inkay's a Pokemon too. So I take these two serums. I take the hyaluronic acid from Inkay. I don't know if you can read it on there. I'll also be listing all these products in the description too if you want to take a look for yourself. Linking them to Sephora, but I know other retailers sell these things besides Sephora. It's just where I went. But yeah, so the back of this says to use morning and night on cleansed skin, applying a pea-sized amount to the face and neck, follow the preferred serums and moisturizer. So I don't necessarily just do one layer and another layer. I mix the two together like she said. But I mixed this with the other acid, and this one's supposed to help control excess oil because my natural type of skin is oily. I had oily skin my whole life, but like I said, after I went to all those dermatologists, my skin texture actually changed. So I had oily skin, I was really acne prone. I'm still acne prone, and most of that's hormonal acne at this point. But the biggest problem I've had with skincare or with my skin is like I was on birth control and it kept all that stuff clear for a while and I had no issues, but as soon as I got off of my birth control, I started breaking out again. But the thing is, I also had acne scars for the first time in my whole life. I've always been someone who got acne, especially as a teenager, but I was pretty good about not having it stick. But I know you've probably seen this in my other videos where I have like scarring on my cheek. And thanks to this routine, the scarring is really going away. I don't know if you've seen it in other videos, but this is very tame compared to what it used to be. A lot of the redness has gone down, and like the smoothness of my skin is like it's virtually flat because like what happens with acne and like scarring is like there's a lot of texture. But now you like I can't feel any of that, and it's only been a couple weeks. This is just me recording my skin in a different lighting, so you guys can see too. I'm not sure which lighting works best right now. So this stuff really helps, and she really emphasized the serums doing the trick for me. This one, I'm probably going to butcher it, and I'm probably not going to pronounce this right. But this is niacinamide. Its job is to help control excess oil, and it's kind of like the same instructions as the other one. But this has a note on it too. If you have more sensitive skin, use this before retinol to help decrease irritation. So I'm just gonna put this up to you. I don't know if you can read it, but basically I take a little bit of this. I just put it in the palm of my hand. I also wash my hands in between every step too, just to make sure all the products. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt if the product mixes, but with this coronavirus stuff, I've been so paranoid, so I wash my hands in between every step. So I do a little bit of pea-sized amount of that. I don't know if you can tell, but this is what it looks like. It's pretty like runny and it's got like a little white tint to it, but this one's absolutely clear. So we're gonna put a little bit of the hyaluronic acid on it too. Okay, and like you don't need to use that much, honestly. So I just mix it on my hand, and then I start patting it on my skin. I do like you're supposed to like pat it on and not necessarily smear it, but like I'm also really impatient, so I'll probably just like fluctuate between those two, but I just try to get this all soaked up on the skin and just do a layer of that. Also, I don't have anything in my skin routine that's like specifically for like spot treatments or like breakouts. This is more of like a holistic everyday sort of thing. But I haven't really seen that to be an issue. Like I had a breakout because of my hormones a couple days ago, and just by doing this normal skincare routine, like I had pimples show up. But they also happened when I was so I had my free samples and then I stopped for a couple of days because I ran out. and this was right before the virus hit, and so people were just kind of like scrambling around to get stuff, so I put it on hold. But then once it got more serious, I was like, no, I should probably get these. And then when I did, and like literally after starting it back up again, they haven't been much of a problem. They've kind of like, I think in other videos you can see one on my chin, but they're not as noticeable as they were before. So like, no, I don't have any spot treatment products, but I feel like with the skin routine, that's not really an issue for me. If that is an issue for you and you want something, I'm sure you can find a product that you can put in between those two. Okay, so just a big dummy, and I didn't even realize that my ring light wasn't on, so yay me. I have to admit, like, during this outbreak, it's been a little hard for me because I've been feeling really sick, and I've had some flu-like symptoms. I haven't been tested or anything. I don't want to get tested just because I really don't think I have corona. I haven't had a fever, and I've been sneezing on and off, and like I just don't feel that extreme, but I've still been quarantining, and I've still tried to keep my distance from people, so I hope that helps. But anyway, because of all that, my brain's stupid. Okay, I'm just going to keep going then, now that this is all dry on my face. And the last product I use for my nighttime skin routine is going to be the Inkay Snow Mushroom Moisturizer, and this is kind of like what it looks like. Don't know if you can see it. So this is just the same sort of thing. Use morning and night. Apply a pea-sized amount to the face and neck. And you're supposed to apply this after all of your serums. And I think for me, this is like the most important part because, like I said, my skin's been lacking a lot of moisture. And I was talking to the Sephora lady about it, the skincare expert. And she was telling me that, like, traditionally for a long time, for the last couple of years, people just kind of focus on exfoliating as being the cure-all for people with acne and stuff like that, but they really haven't considered the damage that it does to skin, or like or they just really focus on the idea of like getting rid of the scars without preserving the other parts of the skin tissue intact. And so she really recommended that this was like a vital part of my routine. So much so that in the morning, like, the focus isn't even exfoliating, it's more of like hydration. So I just do the same sort of thing. I literally just plop this on top of the serums I already put on. And I like putting this like close to my under eye skin because I feel like that's an area for me personally where it's like not necessarily dry, but I can like tell that like I'm getting older and I do have eye bags because people will be trying, and stress and all this other kind of stuff. Okay, but yeah, here's a close-up of everything for you with the ring light on now to maybe hopefully see a little bit more clearly. So again, I used to be really, really insecure about my skin. I was the only person in my family who really had acne. Both of my siblings never really had to wash their face. They never got pimples, and my mother was the same way. She never broke out. She would complain about having like one zit. Meanwhile, I'd have like a million. I guess that's something I got from my dad. I don't know. But this is something I struggled with personally my whole life. And I'm pretty like high maintenance when it comes to some things. But I was always somebody who was like, didn't want to put in the effort to have like a concrete skin routine, and I just tried doing like makeup wipes or certain face washes just to clean, like Neutrogena stuff. Although like it does help, that wasn't enough, and I wish it would have been. And then I was also one of those persons that like did a face mask every now and then and called that skincare. It's not like, of course that's fun for like self-care or things like that, but that shouldn't be like just your skin routine. So I have this one, and like I've noticed a difference. Like you can still see some of my scarring here, but like, hello, getting really close. But you can tell like it's not nearly as bad as what it used to be. And if I can find an old picture of what it used to be like, I'll throw it up there. But it looks like more like a couple isolated incidents instead of just like having a whole red cheek, And I'll keep you guys up to date, like, to see how well my skin improves in the future too. But I'm not normally somebody who just kind of like, I don't spend money on something unless I actually think it's an investment. I'm a really frugal person,
So I wouldn't spend money on skincare unless I actually thought it worked, and this has shown like a real big difference in my skin. Not just in redness and stuff, but like overall smoothness, and like it just feels a lot healthier. Cause like even my husband, who he's gonna let me know no matter what, and I'm really lucky to have somebody like that. But even he's felt my skin and noticed like a huge difference in it to where it used to be. And I just wanted to point out too, like this line, the Murad line, also carries products that's like specifically for people with acne. Those products weren't recommended to me. One of those reasons could be because I am allergic to benzoyl peroxide, and that happens to be found in a lot of acne products because they try to fry that shit off, and that won't work for me. So this is more of a rejuvenating thing, like anti-aging kind of thing. So maybe that's why my skin's feeling a lot softer. Like I don't know, but nonetheless, I like it. And I just wanted to show you guys. I might do an update video in case you guys are curious about what this looks like after like a full month, or what it looks like a couple of months from now. Like I said, it's only been a couple of weeks. Also, like not to delegitimize these products, but like with the quarantine that's been going on, we haven't really left the house. Which can be like good and bad, right? So like me being inside obviously keeps me away from pollutants and other things like that, I live in a big urban city. That's the reality. There's a lot of stress associated with living in an urban environment, and pollutants and things like that. So obviously that's helping my skin by not having that. I'm still stressed because of this situation, so maybe that counterbalances. Also, lack of sunlight means lack of vitamin D, so that also sucks. So I think with all things considered, like my skin still looks pretty good. Also, I haven't worn makeup in literally like a week and a half because like I'm not leaving the house. But anyway, that's my skincare routine. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. You can also let me know by liking the video, sharing it with a friend, or subscribing to the channel. So this channel, normally I do more Pokemon dedicated videos, and in fact I've done those quite a bit lately. But I also do beauty and makeup and fun things like that too. This is like my one and only skincare thing. And it probably will be my only one and like my single skincare video, just because I'm not a dermatologist. I've been seeing them for a long time. I do not understand them. I'm not gonna pretend to, but if you're somebody who struggled with like acne scarring or acne in general like I have, and you're in your adulthood and it's still not going away, this is stuff that works for me. So I hope it works for you too. But like I said, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.